Hello again, Nick Wright here. Wanted to talk a little bit more about activity trackers. When I started running, I didn't have a Garmin watch, didn't have a Fitbit, didn't have anything like that, but I needed to know kind of a rough estimate of how many calories I burned. So I tried out several different apps: Strava, Map My Run, Runkeeper, on my cheap little cell phone, my little smartphones that I had. Well, those worked pretty good right up until my GPS started doing this. It was recording that I was running around all the neighbors' yards like a crazed squirrel or something. I don't know. But obviously, I was not running around through these people's yards and up and down their house. So, it's hilarious, but didn't happen. And obviously, made my statistics completely useless because it was recording that I was running 2 and 3 minutes a mile, which is, not possible, especially for me. So I went and I bought just a plain old stopwatch at Walmart. And then I would go into Map My Run on the computer and I would map out the course that I had run and put my time in to get kind of an overall pace. Well, that just didn't do it for me. I wanted to know, specifics about how fast I was running and stuff like that. So, broke down and bought myself a Garmin watch. I chose the Garmin Forerunner 25 because it was the least expensive model that offered a Bluetooth connection to your smartphone. And my laptop's pretty old, don't necessarily want to buy another one. I've always got a smartphone around somewhere, so that made sense. Now, the Forerunner 25 is just a plain and simple runner's watch. It just tracks your time and your pace and your calories. You can program simple run-walk intervals. You can program, a pace goal. It'll tell you if you're over or under, or you could set a distance goal or a time goal. It's very, very simple, and it's an excellent watch, and it also doubles as an all-day activity tracker, so it tracks your steps and it'll give you kind of a rough estimate of your calories burned all day long. Now, it doesn't have a built-in heart rate monitor, which I didn't think that I was really all that interested in. So I also did not buy the heart rate strap that goes along with it at the time that I bought it. I could have saved myself a lot of money. So if you're really serious about wanting to know your calories burned, really serious about running or weight loss, whatnot, do yourself a favor. If you buy one, buy the heart rate strap. It gives you it opens up a whole new world of information and possibilities as far as knowing what your body's doing while you're running. So this running watch I've had for about a year now, and it's served me well. It's always tracked, as far as I can tell. It's always tracked just about perfectly, and the calorie estimates are, as far as I know, pretty good. But there's one major thing, is that Garmin offers free training plans on their website that you can download and put into compatible watches. Well, this watch is not compatible with the Garmin training plans. At first, when I bought this one, it didn't matter to me. All I wanted to know, I just wanted to be able to run and let it track my stuff and that I could look at it later. But now that I'm getting serious about training for my first 10K, I thought, you know what? I need to have an actual plan. I need to have something to follow to make sure that I do this right, so that I don't injure myself and so that I do the best that I can do. So I started researching, finding out which models were, compatible with the training plans, stuff like that, and I found that Garmin sells certified refurbished stuff. So on Amazon, I found, boom, the Garmin Forerunner 220, certified refurbished for about $100, and it's a previous generation model. And if I hadn't had the 25 to begin with, I would have never ever known what was wrong with this thing. It is compatible with Garmin's training plans, which are just absolutely brilliant. And if you're not familiar with that, what that is that it's a set number of intervals and repetitions. You run such a pace for so many minutes, or such a distance for so many minutes, and then you go this far, then you slow down for a few minutes. You go back and forth. And the training plans, what the beauty of it is that the training plans, you get into the point where you're doing like 8 or 9, 10 reps. And when you're running, it's really hard, at least for me, to keep track of which rep you're on. So the watch, does all that for you, and it's great, and I love it. The only problem that I have with this watch is that it's very slow to respond when you change your pace and such. And as a result, when I first got this watch, before I realized what it was doing, I would find myself, I start out running, and I'm increasing my speed, looking at my watch, and it's saying that I'm going 12 minutes a mile. And I'm like, gosh, I need to go faster than that, so I speed up. And it says I'm going 11:30, so I speed up, and I speed up, and I speed up. But by the time the watch is caught up to how fast I'm actually going, I'm going like an unsustainable pace for me. I'm going way too fast. But, like I said, if I hadn't had the Forerunner 25, I would have never known that that was a problem. And in the weeks that I've had this now, I have adjusted myself, my expectations, and I really like the watch. So, there you go. Anyway, so if you're really serious about running, you're really serious about knowing the metrics, your heart rate, your cadence, your stuff like that, the runner's watches are just great. They can't be beat. If you're just looking for simple tracker and stuff like that, and the GPS on your phone isn't going to screw up and do something really crazy like mine did, then the phone may just be all you need. So anyway, there's my video for the day. Hope y'all are well. We'll see you next time. Bye.